Hey everybody, what's going on? William Grazione here with my beautiful wife, Tanya Grazione. And we have some questions for you guys. So we wanted to personally say thank you all for those of you who commented on our video that we posted a couple days ago, revolving around kind of a Q&A with regards to you being pregnant or post-delivery, nutrition around pregnancy and all of that. And we got some great questions. So I'm going to have Tanya go ahead and read our first question. Okay. We're going to be recording a couple of videos today. I'm super excited about that. And without further ado, babe, here we go.
From Luna, can you do one for calculating breastfeeding macros? Basically, what's a good starting range? She wants to know.
What's a good starting range for calculating your breastfeeding macronutrients?
And also Christina was on there to follow up with that.
Oh, okay.
So she wanted, I second the breastfeeding and macros request. Hi, Christine.
All right, awesome. So how to calculate macronutrients for breastfeeding or for pregnancy. I think they're kind of both very, very similar because either way you have to be able to have enough energy availability to support either A, the growth and development of your child, or B, have enough energy availability to produce the lactation necessary that you need to be able to feed the child. So what I'm going to do is actually give you guys kind of like a walkthrough on how you could actually calculate your own macronutrients or your own caloric needs, so that you can basically take that information, you can work it out on paper, and you can have that forever. So keep in mind that this is just a general guideline. This is not specific for any one individual, but I will give you ranges that would be something that I would likely fall within, depending on this avatar human being that I would create in my mind. So this avatar human being, let's call her 150 pounds. Okay, and let's say she's about 30% body fat, which in my experience as an online coach, I would say 150 pounds, about 30% body fat is probably pretty normal for the majority of women. Obviously height and all that stuff that comes into consideration too, but 150, 30% body fat. So how would we essentially calculate this? In most cases, what I would do with a woman who was not pregnant is I would say, let's go ahead and take 150 pounds. And let's go ahead and times that by between 10 and 12 to get your daily caloric needs. Now what that's going to do is that's going to put you in the ballpark of 1,500 to 1,800 calories. Now if you are pregnant or you are nursing, what I would say is we're going to take that number, we're going to multiply that by between 13 and 14. And if we do that, that's actually going to raise the number, I believe, up to about 1,900 calories through 2,100 calories. So that's the range that I would recommend for either a pregnant mother trying to make sure she has enough energy availability for her baby, or a nursing mother who wants to make sure she has enough energy availability to produce high level adequate lactation to feed her baby. So how do we go ahead and take that the caloric mark and distribute that evenly amongst macronutrients? Let's go ahead and first start off with fat. In most cases, for a normal woman, I would say 20% fat all the way up to maybe 35% fat would be ideal to start. Now, for a pregnant woman or a nursing woman, I would take that average. I would eliminate 20. I'd probably eliminate 25, and I'd probably go with somewhere around the ballpark of 30 to 30% dietary fat from that calorie. So as an example, if we had 2,100 calories and we utilized 30% of that in fat, that's actually going to give us 70 grams of fat for that 150 pound woman with 30% body fat. Okay, 70 grams of fat, that's 630 calories from your 2,100 calories, right? Now keep in mind that fat is an essential macronutrient, and it's going to help with the hormonal fluctuations of the mother, hormonal fluctuations of the baby, the endocrine system health of the mother, and the endocrine system health of the baby, not to mention just having that extra calorie coming in to support the energy availability necessary to give to the baby. Okay. Second thing, protein. We're going to talk protein next. So protein is the next essential macronutrient. So for a 150 pound woman who would have 30% body fat, we would calculate her lean body mass to be around 105 pounds. Now, for most women, depending on your activity level and a lot of various other things, I would start the protein intake around 105 grams, because that's basically about a gram per pound of lean body mass. Now, depending on your activity, depending on if you're a mom who likes to work out, depending on how you're feeling, depending on how you're recovering from your workouts, I would then say a ballpark range for protein is probably going to be between 105 grams and 150 grams. But it depends on, am I feeling like I'm recovering? Or am I going to the gym and I'm working out and I'm feeling sore for prolonged periods of time? If I'm sore for too long, chances are, Mom, look, you're probably going too hard in the paint. You might want to back off a little bit to support the recovery of yourself and still be able to have enough energy availability to produce the lactation necessary for your child. So again, 105 grams all the way up to 150 grams is what I would recommend for the majority of nursing mothers who may be physically active. There doesn't seem to be any negative side effects from having too much protein, so I would keep it within that range. Now, 150 grams of protein is going to equate to 600 total calories. So if we take 630 calories from fat and we combine that with 600 calories from protein, that's going to be 1,230 calories. So what is left? What's left? I think it's 2,100 calories minus 1,230.
2,100 minus 1,230.
Yeah. Is that like 8 something?
870.
870 calories left. So whatever calories you have left, I would then put that into carbohydrates. So what that's going to give us is 870. That's going to give us around 210, 220 grams of carbohydrates, somewhere in that range. And that's where I would start you off at. 150 pound woman, 30% body fat, 70 grams of fat, 210 to 220 grams of carbs, 150 grams of protein. And keep in mind that there are some moms out there, and obviously how much lean body mass you have would drastically affect this if you're working out or if you're not working out. And the best advice that I could give is to play it by how you feel. If you are an active mom, if you're breastfeeding, you're up all hours, you have to do all of the feedings and all of that. Listen to your body, okay? You do not have to be in a rush to get back into the gym, to start crushing PRs, to drain all this energy. The important thing you need to focus on right now is making sure you're fueling your body with the adequate nutrition to be able to produce the best, highest quality lactation you possibly can to make your baby like Superman.
And just obviously feeling good for yourself.
Yeah, you want to feel good.
You have to feel good. Yes.
Yeah.
And have the energy to do the things that you want to do.
Right.
And maybe they're working at this time too.
Right. Yeah.
Working moms outside of the home, inside the home, you have other children.
And the last is going to be fiber. So obviously fiber is extremely important to make sure that you can absorb all of the nutrients that you're putting into your body. So as a general guideline, what I usually recommend is between 10 and 15 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories ingested. So if you were having 2,100 calories, I'd probably be in the ballpark of 20 to 30 grams of fiber per day. And then as a prerequisite to that, I would say make sure you're getting at least 3 to 4 servings of vegetables per day and 1 to 2 servings of fruits per day to cover all of your vitamin and mineral requirements for the day. Again, so that you can create the best lactation possible for your baby. And then to wrap all of that up, based on those suggestions, what I would say is, Mom, just monitor your weight. If you feel like you're gaining a little bit too fast, we can taper those calories back. If you happen to have an amazing metabolism, you're in the gym, you're working out maybe 3 or 4 days a week, you're starting to feel pretty good, and you feel like you need more calories to be able to recover, just go ahead and add those extra calories in. It's not a problem at all. Your metabolism is not like anybody else's. Feed your body. Much love, guys. Thank you so much. We're out.